I got this case from Wheel Collectors. That means they've got it before the retailers do. I'm assuming this is going to hit real soon at your Walmarts and Targets and everything else. Maybe it has where you are, but I know that Wheel Collectors and hobby dealers have this first, which I always like because it's good to give them a little support. And Wheel Collectors has it. It's available. There's a link down below, wheelcollectors.com. Let's talk Team Transport. Love this set. I always find it interesting when I post something like this on Instagram when I got the new set and I see some comments like, it's okay, peg warmers. I guess we all can comment on what might work or why not. Or were you really worried on whether or not? I mean, I don't know. It's just like, it's kind of a funny thing that we analyze this when in all actuality, I feel like as a Hot Wheels collector, you just got to appreciate that not everything's going to be your cup of tea. And, like they should do muscle. I always see somebody, oh, we need more muscle. Here's a Golf Porsche. I did ask, is Golf overdone? But when you're doing this Porsche, you got to do Golf. And then a Lancia. I mean, in the whole scheme of things, would we complain about this variety in Team Transport? I don't know. Just a thought. But let's get right to it. I'm going to start with the Lancia. This is the latest set. Like I said, came from Wheel Collectors. This is the Lancia Stratos Group 5 and the Sakura Sprinter. I kind of turned things around because of the sun, so there might be a little bit of glare and a little bit of reflection. But let's just get to it. There is the artwork. This is, of course, Julian's artwork, which is fantastic. Sometimes you just see how this is done, and it's just so cool. The trucks are cool, but the models are even better. There's the back. If you want this, you can have it. Got to freeze the screen. Let's open this up. Have ourselves a look at the model and the truck. This is kind of cool. Lancia obviously let Hot Wheels put their logo on an unlicensed truck, which is cool. I'm always happy about that. We obviously were able to see that with Mercedes. And let's start with the truck, the Sakura Sprinter. This is the box truck. We got two box trucks in this set. I think both of these box trucks have been around for a long, long time. So there's nothing about the casting or anything that is of any particular interest, but the deco is nice and clean, but licensed, which I think is nice. You even got that Lancia on the front of the truck, which I think looks really nice. Here's the first version of the car from Boulevard, right? Mark Jones, I think, really wanted to do this one. He did a really nice job on the Group 5 of the Stratos. We've seen a basic Stratos, a stock Stratos in the basic range forever. But this Group 5 version is very, very cool. That was the first. Here is the second. Here, what I love about this one, and now I can finally see the model out of the packaging, using the 6-spoke reel riders on this one, and the deep dish in the back looks really cool. They used the 4-spoke in the first, which I don't know how, it should have looked, but I liked it. But I like these wheels better. Love the color matching with the red and the white. I think this is to me, this is a better version. I like the first, love the second. And you guys have to tell me what you think, but I like the wheels on this one. I think it's better, if I do say so myself. So that's the Lancia. We'll put the Sakura Sprinter out of the shot, and let's get to this. So I get this comment a lot. Car culture is great, but they got to do more muscle. And I've seen some people go on the Rebel Machine, and my thought is, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me on the Rebel Machine? I think this might be, the Golf of Porsche. What are you gonna do? But this one may be the set of the mix. Doing the Rebel Machine in a racing livery. In fact, well, let's just open it up. That's the AMC Rebel Machine with the wide open. I think this is the second or third version we've seen this truck used. Artwork is tremendous. These castings that are, this started as a basic, I believe. But went premium for Boulevard way back when. We'll show that in a second, but let's start with the truck. Get the, you get the American Motors Rebel Machine look here, which is nice. So this one, come on, Mercedes, let Matchbox, let Hot Wheels put their logo, put your logo on their trucks. It starts making that Mercedes one look a little plain. But this one is really nice. I love the tire look on the top. It's done completely. I like the deep dish steelies done. I think it's on the car and the truck, so that matches. I think that's very, very nice. But let's talk about the car. It said it introduced in basic, then moved to Boulevard. Here it is. Boulevard was premium. This is the first Boulevard, not the current run of Boulevard. So 2011, 12, 13. something like that. Datsun wagon debuted there. So this one was done in that stock Rebel Machine livery, that red, white, and blue striping with the trim. Much nicer upgrade from the base. The basic was cool, but this one is better in premium. And I think the only other time we've seen it was in a Forza set. And I like this one in red and black, nice and plain. Has the Forza logo, but done in real kind of a nice muscle styling. These deep dish Steelies look better than the first version. And now we get to put the stock Rebel Machine with this more decorated, I don't know if you'd call it racing, but kind of, right? With the Rebel Machine logo on the side. And I think it makes this one kind of move aside. And this is fantastic. The deco's a little more crisp. And trim is good. Everything about this. The Rebel Machine on the side really works. Then they put the Goodyear tires, the Goodyear logo on the tires with the deep dish. This is vintage racing-esque in my opinion. Going back to the vintage racing mix from 2009 or whenever it was. Feels like you could just stick this in with it. And again, if you think this is, you may not be into muscle, but is Hot Wheels not going to do muscle? You may not be into JDM, but is Hot Wheels not going to do JDM? You may not be into Eurocars, but is Hot Wheels not going to do Eurocars? Just hope that when they do them well. And this is a home run. I love the Rebel Machine. All right, let's get to the Golf Porsche. A lot of Porsches. I brought out, in fact, all of the racing Porsches. At least that was in the car culture. I didn't bring out the RLC one, whatever. But Porsche 917 LH. This one makes its debut in premium in this set. Fleet Flyers, the other truck. Art, amazing. Doesn't that just show you that low Porsche line? It just, great art by Julian. And let's have a look at the casting and the truck. Yep, another Golf set. Look, I understand some of it seems to be done like over and over again, but I think this is the way it needs to go. Let's look at the truck. Pretty easy. Got the Golf logo on it, which is nice. It says Golf Porsche, but it doesn't have the Porsche logo as far as I can tell. But Golf was cool with it, so we've got the Golf truck, which looks cool. Like the wheels on it. I don't know how appropriate they are, but that works. Really digging that. It's a cool truck, right? We've had Golf sets before, right? I think we had maybe 03, I can't remember, but I think we've had the Golf sets before. This one looks good. Like the box truck and Golf livery. Now let's talk about, I'm going to put it off to the side because I want to show you these Porsches. I pulled out everything that started we're just going to walk through them. This is every racing Porsche. Now there's some other Porsches that have racing livery, but I'm talking about these true track Porsches. First one debuted in that racing set, the Porsche 935. There's others before, but I'm going in that kind of premium era from the last 10 to 12 years. Then we've seen the 935. It's been in car culture. It was the first one in car culture. I'm just going to walk through these very, very quickly. I don't need to describe them too much, but they've sported some pretty iconic liveries, from Momo, PPG, Gretty, Advent, of course. 935 was what we've seen for a while. Those are, I think, all of the 935s in various very cool forms. And then we've had, of course, look at this one. This one, I think, was also debuted in the first year of car culture. That's the 962. So 935, 962, Gretty livery, Team Transport Momo livery, which I really liked. Boy, we really got backlit. Advan, which is one of my favorites. Is that a bold statement? Advan livery looks good on anything. Put it on a Pinto, it'll look cool. The racing Porsche from, what was that? That was Entertainment, I believe. And then last time I think we saw it was in that 2-pack. We had the Advan, which I think was exactly the same, and then this Valvoline version, which I really liked. The wheels look really good on this one. We've had one other Golf. I'll get to that real quickly. That was in the racing set. We have a RLC version of the same casting. I think that's it. So the 917 KH, which is a different, obviously you have the LH and the KH, and then the last Porsche basic upgraded to premium is the 934.5. I had to remember that one. So like I said, the LH, the 917 LH, started in basic. We've had it in a few liveries and few racing, like actual racing liveries. Did start as a Golf model in basic in 2 colors, in that light blue, and then recolored. Oops, almost dropped it, in white, which is nice. But all of those go to the wayside now that we are full premium. Same casting, looks really, really good, nice and low. Sitting super low. 5-spoke reel riders look good on this. They've gone with the deep dish in the back. Is that the first time we're seeing that? I gotta think through. Maybe it is. Maybe not. Maybe we've seen it on a couple of the other muscle cars. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to think through, but the deep dish look really nice on this one in black. Golf livery is nice and clean. Detailed side, top, back, everything. In the Golf Porsche livery, it looks fantastic. And now we have what, 935, 917, 962, 934.5. We're getting a nice fleet of racing Porsches, and no complaints there. You guys tell me what you think. Loving this set. Thank you, Wheel Collectors, for sending it. It's in stores, or go get it from them. That's what you should do. Go support our fantastic hobby dealers. Thanks, everybody. Bye.